Most people think that retirement planning is about when you stop working. But the real question is how long will your money last once you stop working? Biggest mistake when people plan for the retirement is they have an account accumulated for them, but they forget to plan for a longer life. Most people don't know that every decade, Indian life expectancy has gone up by 3 years, which means if you're watching this video today and you are in your 40s or 50s, the chances are very high that you will live well in your 90s also. In this video, I am going to explain you how, if you live longer, the retirement corpus required for retirement increases and why longevity is the biggest risk that people don't plan for in their retirement. Now, what prompted me to make this video is then when I made a video about 3 lakhs income per month in retirement and considered a life expectancy of 85 years in that video, people commented saying that I am not going to even live past 75 age. What usually happens is that people pick a number like 75 or 80, maybe because their father or their uncle or their friend lived that long and they stop planning beyond that. But life expectancy isn't a straight line anymore. It's improving every decade, and especially for people who eat well, who exercise, have good access to good healthcare, and especially NRIs. That's like you, me, and most of the other NRIs who are watching this video who make sure that their lifestyle is maintained rightly. So if you're 50 or 60 today and healthy, the chances of you living to your 85s and 90s are actually very high. And for couples, one of you most likely will live past 90. And here's something most people don't realize. For urban professionals like many of you who are watching this video, the average life expectancy is closer to that of Japan as compared to our Indian national average. So let's put some numbers behind this. According to World Bank data, 60-year-old Indian male today has a life expectancy of about 82 years and a female is about 85 years. But what no one tells you that these are median numbers. It means that half of the people will actually live longer than that. So your corpus for retirement actually doesn't need to last your lifetime, but it has to last longer than either of your spouses who survive. So if you're planning your retirement till 80, but you or your spouse lives till 92, you have actually underplanned your retirement by 12 years. Now that is 144 months worth of living cost that is not factored in. This is especially critical with women. Women statistically outlive male by 3-4 years, and in Indian families you actually tend to have a gap of 4 to 6 years between husband and wife. That's why I tell my clients that in the world of retirement planning, longevity risk is the mother of all risks. Why? Because it magnifies every other risk that you face. So if you live longer, your inflation risk rises, your healthcare risk rises, your market risk rises, and that is what should be concerning you. Now let me show you how much exactly it impacts your retirement corpus. We'll use a same monthly expense, same retirement age, and same returns, and you will see how dramatically the required retirement corpus changes by just 5 or 10 extra years of your life. So if you see on the screen, I have taken a case of a 48-year-old person who is ideally planning to live up till 75 age, but what if he overlives? I'm going to take case where if he survives till 80 or if his wife survives till 90, how will the situation change? I have also assumed an inflation adjusted retirement income of just 2 lakh rupees per month. So if somebody is looking to retire today and he is expecting 2 lakhs per month, that is the amount that we are going to take as benchmark and then add on inflation to that. So the 48-year-old guy expecting to retire at the age of 60, and then based on his life expectancy, how will the retirement corpus change? That is what I'm going to show you. So first we'll start with live till 75. So if somebody retires at 60, is only going to live till 75 and wants an inflation adjusted income of 2 lakh rupees per month, and the corpus has to deplete and become zero till the age of 75, he will need to have a corpus of around 6 crores. Now again, this is an investor that I'm planning would do smarter investments, will have 70% allocation into equity, 30% allocation into bonds, FDs and debt. If somebody is very conservative, wants more allocation towards bonds and debt and less towards equity, for him the required corpus will be slightly higher. So if you see, 6 crore is your corpus required if you're retiring at 60 and planning to live till 75. If I take case number 2, where your life expectancy increases by just 5 more years and you want same kind of income going ahead, in that case, the retirement corpus now comes to approximately 7.4 crores. So if your life gets extended by 5 years, the required corpus goes from 6 crores to 7.4 crores. That's almost 1.4 crores more than what was previously required. And it is not just 1.4 crores, it is actually around 25-30% additional retired corpus required if you are planning to or if you end up surviving till the age of 80. That means your post-retirement life is going to be of 20 years. Now, what if we take a case where you or your wife is going to stay in good shape or is going to survive till the age of 90? That means your post-retirement life will be of 30 years and you are 48 today. In that case, if you see, the retirement corpus required is around 9.5 crores, right? So the person who was earlier planning to live up till 75 age and ends up, or his wife ends up surviving for 15 years more from there, it's not just the increment in crores, it is actually 50% more money, 55% more money required to be able to survive during that longer lifespan. So if you see 6 crores if you live till 75, 7.4 crores till 80 and 9.5 crores till 90. Now I know many people are still going to comment that no, I am not going to survive till 90, this or that, things like that. But why do you want to take things for granted? What if you survive? What if the healthcare, like it is advancing, there are still 2-3 more decades, 4 more decades, and what if healthcare becomes so better that you actually end up surviving? Do you want to be a dependent on your kids for that? So the whole exercise here is, if you want to achieve these goals, make sure that you are doing right planning, right investments, because if you start planning for this early, the actual investment required in all these 3 cases are not that very high. So to achieve from 6 crores to going to 9.5, you need 3.5 crores more. But to achieve that, you only need to invest maybe 70-80 lakh rupees more for your retirement as compared to what you are planning for the age of 75, because you have more years for compounding and you can plan things better. So it's always better that you plan for a longer life. If you end up not living beyond, let's say 80-85, you are going to leave behind a legacy for your kids. You can put it to philanthropic purposes, and there are many options open. But I don't want you to run out of money when the time is right, and when you are actually expected to live, or your spouse is actually expected to live beyond what you are planning. So when you are planning for retirement and hear somebody saying that average life expectancy is 70 or 75, that number actually includes infant mortality, accidents, and people who died young from any diseases. If you are already reached 40 or 50, that means your life expectancy is going to be 5 or 7 years higher than the national average at least, because you have already survived the risk that brings down this national average. Do you walk and exercise regularly? Are you somebody who doesn't smoke, drinks in moderation, have a family history of people actually living beyond their 90s? Because I find it common in people who are coming from South. Then you need to ensure that your life is your longevity is also going to be higher. Remember that longevity is a blessing. Living longer means more time with your family, more sunsets, more grandchildren, more experiences, but only if you have planned it financially well. So if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button, share it with other people who are retiring or planning to retire and are in the similar situation. Again, I am Alok Dubey. I am a financial advisor at Prime Wealth. We help NRIs plan their retirement and return back to India, and help them with investments, insurance, taxes, and anything that they might need for finances. If you like this video, please join my NRI only WhatsApp community also, for which the link is in the description below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next.